Hello and welcome to another Weekly 3 with Tony T. I'm Tony Trongone, Superintendent of Millville Public Schools. In this video we will cover 3 topics. The first will be school safety. The second will be polling at Rieck Avenue. And the third will be Mental Health Awareness Night. My first topic is school safety. I have been sharing information and updates with you throughout the school year about improvements we are making to our safety and security procedures and infrastructure in our schools. This has been a priority of our school board members and mine as superintendent from my first day in the district. Yet the events in Texas this week have brought school safety into sharper focus, not just for Millville, but for all school districts across the country. We as a collective may feel helpless in the face of such a tragedy, but I want to assure our staff, families, and community that we are doing everything within our power to secure our school buildings and protect our most valued treasure, our children. This year has seen a number of new security initiatives that will continue. The hiring of a security chief and assistant security chief for oversight of all district security operations, a centralized office with camera monitoring of all buildings, extensive interior and exterior camera upgrades in all buildings, door access controls and security vestibules for visitor management, panic buttons to first responders, and emergency alert systems linked to first responders, and there is more to come. On Wednesday evening, we sent a message to our district families about the tragic events in Texas. I want to take this opportunity to also speak to you directly, the community, to assure you that we are doing everything in our power to keep our students and staff safe. In the email that was sent to families, we shared some information about having conversations with your children about experiences like these, which may be traumatic. Our school counselors and crisis response team are also available to help your children. So please do not hesitate to communicate with them if you are seeking additional support. In your own conversations, you can reinforce to your child that school is a safe place and the adults are there to keep them safe. We engage in safety drills on a monthly basis with our students. Every building has a full-time security personnel, and we have numerous other ways to monitor and respond to security concerns in our buildings. I'm including a link to our letter, which is posted on the district website. It's also on your screen if you would like to revisit the information we shared. Please be well and be assured that we consider student safety our #1 priority. My second topic is polling at Rieck Avenue. We were recently contacted by the Cumberland County Board of Elections and informed that Rieck Avenue Elementary School will be utilized as a polling location in the primary elections. This is a directive by the County Board of Elections that mandates our school district to follow. Therefore, we will be hosting a polling site on Tuesday, June 7th, for the New Jersey primary elections. We will not be hosting any polling operations for early voting days. I am sharing this information to make our families aware that the building will be open to a specific district of Millville City voters on June 7th. Rieck Avenue will have visitors entering the building to vote from roughly the hours of 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. This will be occurring during the school day when students and staff are present in the building. However, I want to assure our families and staff that these visitors will have zero contact with our students. We'll be utilizing the Library Media Center to host the polling stations, which has its own door access to the outside. These visitors will not be in our hallways with the students and staff and will not have access to any other part of the building. The library will be closed to any students and staff to maintain this necessary separation. We will have building security staff assisting with monitoring the flow of voters and ensuring that these visitors are entering the appropriate door to the library. The county will also have staff working the polling stations that will be directing voters as needed. If there are any concerns that arise, security and building administrators will address them immediately. Now more than ever, we are committed to student safety, but we should also take this as an opportunity to celebrate our country's civic process, teach our students about the importance of the right to vote, and also serve our Millville community to the best of our ability. My final topic is the upcoming Mental Health Awareness Night. On Tuesday, May 31st, Lakeside Middle School and Millville High School will hold the inaugural Mental Health Awareness Night. The title of the event is Freeing the Mind and Breaking the Stigma and hopes to encourage our middle school students and high school students and the adults in their lives to be open to conversations about mental health and seeking help. This event will be held as a celebration of breaking the stigma that is attached to talking about mental health issues. Included in the event will be fun physical activities, which will include wiffle ball, soccer, relay races, and karate. We will also be hosting yoga, mindfulness exercises, and a dunk tank with some familiar staff faces. There will also be positive activity tables including coloring, bubbles, affirmation rocks, stress balls, and more. But perhaps most importantly, we will have a number of informational tables at the event, including the Hidden Opponent, a program that advocates for mental health support for student athletes. We'll also have community organizations present with information about their services, including Cumberland County Guidance Center, My Sister's Kids, Link, and others. If you still need a reason to join us on May 31st with your Lakeside or Millville High School student, there will also be free raffles. And did I mention it's free to attend? So mark the date and get ready for an evening of positive activities and learning experiences. We hope to see you there. And now for some upcoming events. On Monday, May 30th, all schools and offices will be closed in observance of Memorial Day. On Tuesday, May 31st, we'll have the Congressional Awards Ceremony at Lakeside at 6 p.m. We'll have the Mental Health Awareness Night hosted by Millville High School and Lakeside Middle School at Lakeside Middle School between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. On Wednesday, June 1st, we'll have the Millville High School Academic Awards held at Lakeside Middle School at 6 p.m. On Thursday, June 2nd, we'll have the Millville High School Tri-M Concert at Lakeside at 6 p.m. And on Monday, June 13th, we'll have the Board of Education meeting held at the Culver Center at 7 p.m. And on Friday, June 17th, all schools and offices will be closed for Juneteenth. And then Monday, June 20th, we'll have our 8th grade step-up ceremony held at Lakeside at 6 p.m. And now for this week's shout-outs. My first shout-out goes to Elizabeth Corona, our district crisis coordinator, our school counselors, social workers, and all the staff in our buildings that provide the support our students need every day, but especially this week. Thank you. My second shout-out goes to the staff and students of the Millville High School Honor Class and their Bolts Brew Cafe. Recently, they were featured in the Daily Journal in a piece that recounted the planning and hard work that went into their startup in-school business, the Bolts Brew Cafe, which operates in the Library Media Center at Millville High School. The students not only were featured in the news, but they had their first formal meeting with the COO of KMO Coffee, a Millville-based business which sponsors the cafe and provides all the coffee products they serve. I'd especially like to shout out Grace Kudla, a student in the honor class who stepped up for her first news interview to share her experience working in the cafe. These students have done an amazing job of learning through this community-based experience, and I wish them luck as they continue to grow their cafe business. Thank you, and as always, go Bolts.